When you sleep, you enter into another world. Beyond that world lies the doorway to nightmare.
It's a dream I had for about years. I started in radio when I was 16 as a disc jockey and an announcer. And for years, I grew up listening to the old radio shows from like Inner Sanctum, and I grew up on Radio Mystery Theater. One night, I came over here. We were just hanging out. We'd known each other for quite some time, and I had the idea and the opening already in my mind. I told her, and you said,
write it and we'll do it.
Wow.
And that night has led to all of this.
When you sleep, you enter into another world. Beyond that world lies the doorway to nightmare, 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 nightmare.
I brought the first script to her, which is called Harvest, and it was a few days later we recorded it.
No, we did it that day.
Did we do it that day?
We did
Yeah,
it
we
that
did it
day.
that day. Yeah, and I put it all together. I edited it, and you were just amazed.
I really was. It was great.
So
I just don't understand, Cynthia. I love you.
And I love you, Michael. I just don't think that it's a good idea for you to meet Father right now.
But we have been engaged for almost a year now. I haven't even met your family yet.
You must trust me.
I do. But you make it sound so mysterious, like something out of a Dickens novel.
No, not Dickens. More like Edgar Allan Poe.
Our mystery drama, Harvest, was written especially for Doorway to Nightmare by Winslow, Swan, and stars Crimson McKenzie.
And then you come back and you're like, hey, well, I have another one. I was like,
how do you do that?
in one night, he has four other scripts to go over. And I was like, what? I thought we were doing one, just one.
I think both of us are a little surprised that it has gone as far. I mean, I honestly thought maybe 6 good shows and, we'll move on to something else.
20 years? I paid for a crime I never committed.
I understand, Micah. But why are you here now?
Isn't it obvious, Andrew? You framed me. You put me in that hellhole.
And so now you are here to murder me. Isn't that a bit overly dramatic?
What's wrong with you? You should be, at the very least, afraid.
There is nothing that you can do to me that would cause fear. You see, Micah, if you murder me, you would be doing me a favor.
So how does a friendship like this even start to begin with?
We met and I found out he was a writer and I'm a writer. So that became a lifelong friendship to date. I'm also dyslexic, so it takes me a little while to read. And he was like, well, I have audiobooks. And I was like, what? And so he downloads his audiobooks and I listen to them. And then I see him the next day and he's like, so what did you think? I was like, I fucking hated it. And he was like, he got this.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I don't mean I hated it like that. I mean, The ending, I wanted so more. I wanted so much more. I was like, no, you can't just leave me hanging like that. And from then on, we were best friends.
So, where are you from?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, I was just trying to make conversation.
Do you always pick up hitchhikers?
Well, as a general rule, no.
Then why did you pick me up?
I don't know. Sometimes I get a little voice that tells me to help people. So I do.
Maybe you shouldn't listen to that little voice.
Doorway to Nightmare isn't just a in-your-face horror. Every episode is horror. We like to play around with different genres.
Mystery, thriller,
sci-fi.
Yes.
Even we've done a couple of sci-fi episodes.
And you do delve into the horror part
Yeah.
quite well.
It is complete chaos here, Alan. A few moments ago, police entered the hospital on reports that patients were attacking. I can see several people running out of the hospital. Oh my God. One man fell and several patients had ripped him apart. They are eating his flesh. I'm getting out of here.
Judy.
What happened, Derek?
I'm not sure, Andrea.
The lightning? It looked like it was fighting with itself.
Oh, God, I think I may know what happened. And I'm scared.
Scared? Of what?
What will happen next?
I had read his writings, and it was a dream of his. And why not? Why not? If you want to do something so badly in your life, then you do it. You take it and you run with it. And knowing how good of a writer he is, and how wonderful and creative and clever he is, it's okay. I'm bragging on it.
I know.
It's okay. But he's my best friend, and I would want any of his dreams to come true, just like anyone. If you want something so badly, do it.
And how are we feeling tonight, Mr. Carpenter?
What am I doing here?
Oh, you're going to be fine. I just have to take a little blood.
Was I in an accident?
Now, don't you worry. Everything is going to be fine. You will be out of here in no time.
But where am I?
Why, the hospital, of course.
But why am I in the hospital?
Now, don't you fret over it. I'm sure that you will be, well, taken care of.
You understand, Mr. Hoffman, that by law, I have to disclose everything about the house.
It's just a house. Nothing more than that.
Well, it is supposed to be haunted.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Why do you write? Why are you a writer? I say to get the voices out of my head. Yeah. So I'll come up with like a scene, and I've been doing this for a while. I'll actually act out the scene on my own, playing all the characters and everything, sort of getting the story together. But I write differently than most people. I start at the end.
He's so strange. He literally does. He has an ending already. He's like,
Okay.
I just have to get to the. He already has it in his mind what he wants to do, what he knows, how it's going to happen, and he just fills in the blanks.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's amazing.
And the most difficult part is the actual writing of the script is putting in all those, sound effect, door opens up, footsteps, night ambient sound or something like that. Because all that has to be in the script for the production. And mainly because I'll forget when I'm editing.
Yet you show up at my door with five. Five. Already in one night. 5. Here, I did this. Let's go over them. Like 5.
I vote that we leave as quickly as possible. Like, right now.
We can't. The storm blew the trees down, and the road is blocked.
Can't we walk out?
7 miles through the woods in this storm?
Then we are trapped here. And if the legend holds true, we are all going to die here.
Hello?
Mr. Jones, it's Marcy.
Thank goodness it's you. Listen, I should be home by about 7. I hope that doesn't make it too late for your dinner.
7 is fine. However, it would be nice if you had told me that we were to have company.
As far as I know, there isn't any.
Well, sir, I received a rather strange phone call. The lady told me that you should come home and wait for her.
Did she say who she was?
She claimed to be your wife, sir. I'm not one to pry into my employer's affairs, but I thought that you said that you were a widower and your wife was dead.
Very easy. He takes criticism extremely well, and I get it. I don't do it in a negative way, though. I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. Could we maybe try it like this, or take that line out? It's not making sense. Let's do what you originally thought. And he's just like, okay. Or he will disagree and say, no, I need this to be in there. And I'm like, okay, well, let's find a way around it. And then it's done.
We just edited a script for season 5 the other night, and first act she loved.
Yeah.
It was great. But apparently I kind of went off the rails on it in act two, just a little bit.
Like how Gribbs is like, just a little bit. It was a little weird.
Just you know. And I said, I'm not married to it. Here, delete.
Yes,
you know.
And he did. And he takes it on the chin because he knows that I don't mean him harm. I'm trying to enhance it and make it better.
I'm sure that you will find everything to your liking, Excellency.
I will be the judge of that. I'm sure that I will find it most amusing.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Why is it so far out in the country? I detest the country.
We had to build it far enough away from the known targets.
And you guarantee its safety?
It will be the only safe place in the country, Your Excellency.
We have so many people involved as actors and actresses, but they are all over the country. We got 3 in Colorado, 1 in California, 1 in Kansas.
We had one in New Jersey.
Yeah, we did have 1 in New Jersey, but life kind of caught up to him, so he wasn't able to do anymore. And we just send them the script with whatever part they're playing. They record their lines and then send them back.
Wow.
Which is extremely difficult for an actor anyway, because part of acting is listening.
Yeah.
You don't hear the reaction, you're not going to really know what your reaction is supposed to be. So I have been actually amazed at the way, I mean, we have a couple of actors that will do a line maybe 3 or 4 times with different inflections, and then they say, okay, you pick the best one.
Yeah.
So, how'd you get here?
That is my secret. What's yours?
I don't have any secrets.
You're here, aren't you? There has to be a reason.
I've never done anything wrong in my entire life. I've always been a good citizen.
Are you so positive about that?
He came in last night, and I can't get rid of the damn thing.
Jimmy boy, what are you talking about? There's nothing there.
You blind old fool! That raven, the largest I've ever seen. Are you telling me you cannot see it?
Jimmy, I don't know what's going on, but you need some help. I know several doctors, so...
No! I refuse to see a doctor when I know there's nothing wrong with me. That raven is real.
We can put the TV special off for a few months until you...
No, damn you. You will not rob me of my chance. Raven or no raven.
So what have you learned about both yourselves? And we'll start with Crimson on this, because as an actress who's done work through theater, which is very a in-person, in a theater production, doing it to a microphone is such a different, eclectic, unique experience. What have you learned about yourself during this experience with Swan?
That I still use hand gestures, and I still make weird movements while I'm recording, because the passion is still inside of you. you're putting it to the listener's ear, but it doesn't make you move any less different. That, and this is way easier than theater.
Yeah. Well, unless I'm killing you, and then it's a little difficult.
Well, I mean,
I almost drowned the other night.
I did almost drown, but yeah, we do our own sound effects.
Okay, I was like, in real life, like, was Swan holding you underneath the bathtub just to get the proper audio?
You tell what you did.
No, his hand was not on me, but you know, we have to have this drowning scene, and like in this show, he's pushing my head underwater, and so I dunked my head in this huge bowl of water, and I'm like, and then I sucked a shit ton up my nose, and I was like, hold on a minute, I'm seriously drowning. Hold on. It's fun. I know that sounds weird saying that after that sentence, but it's fun. It's just, you get to be creative, and no one sees you doing these silly antics, and nobody knows what you go through to get these takes. And
wow, she is really beautiful. I could make love to her right now, right on the kitchen floor.
Morning, Gerald.
But
Gerald?
maybe I'll just drown her in
Gerald?
the sink.
What are you?
Die! Die! Die!
The only one I had trouble with was Red Hat Society.
oh my God, well, how many characters were in that? Like a billion.
I stupidly write a script that had 7, count them, 7 female characters, and we only had 2 female actresses.
So it was like, hey, we met one girl at the shop down the way, and we got her to do a voice.
You say your husband is in real estate? I would think that he would want to live in the subdivision that he is trying to sell.
Oh, he found the house that we live in now before we moved. He decided it would be just the perfect place to raise a family.
So he decided.
Yes, he makes most of all the important decisions.
My late husband, rest his soul, made all of the decisions in our household. I raised 2 fine young men, both in the military, and kept the house in order. Oh, it was such a shame that he had that car accident.
I remember it well. Something about the brakes.
Oh, but it was a lovely funeral. Rest his soul.
So, you really are all widows.
So why do you think we call each other that, girl?
You see, my dear, I started this society 3 years ago. I was lonely after my dear William, rest his soul, passed away 2 years ago. There I was in that lonely old house with my pension and a hefty life insurance policy. I decided that there must be other lonely women in this town with the same problem, so I began contacting certain ladies who might want to have a monthly luncheon and perhaps help each other.
I'm so sorry about your husband.
My husband was a complete narcissistic know-it-all, royal pain in the lower region. I also threw a party when he passed. Rest his soul.
As a writer, is it hard to write to the year that we're in?
I would say 9 times out of 10, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But there is that one time out of 10 that
maybe we
need to
shouldn't
rethink
really.
this.
Yeah, we'll rethink the
dynamic.
The dynamic.
I'm gonna kill you, Ruth. I swear I am going to.
Oh, don't you be absurd, Rupert. You simply don't have it in you.
I'm not talking about using a gun or a knife. Nothing so simple as that. But you can be sure that I'm going to get you.
Rupert, I really think you meant that.
Believe me, Ruth. I mean it.
Howdy. Hope you boys are doing okay today.
What with the sun being so dang hot and all? Headed out over the desert?
Just headed up to,
Keith, I'm sure this old man isn't interested.
Oh, I wasn't trying to pry. Sometimes I guess I get overly curious. You know, I'm the last gas station before the next town. A couple hours away.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And hey, after you put the gas in, how about emptying the cash drawer for me?
You sure you want me to do that?
Believe me, old man, I'm very sure.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so late.
Oh, it's okay. It's perfectly fine, you stupid little dumb piece of...
Please don't do this. I couldn't help the traffic.
Oh, don't let him hurt me anymore. Please, just hold me.
Come here. Shh, shh, shh. Hush now. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
It seems like you actually have fun doing this, and it's so refreshing to listen to these stories and go, holy crap, these guys are demented, because with some of the stuff they put out there, and then you talk to them like you're doing right now, and you go, wait, this isn't what I heard on YouTube last night when I was going to bed. What is this? So
we're not crazy. We just have overactive imaginations.
Yeah.
And we use them fervently.
So one of my favorite episodes is actually one in the second season or third,
Rampage. Oh, yeah.
She did such a fantastic job. And you were talking about being politically correct and all that, especially with what's going on with the gun violence. This is a story about a woman who's killing people with a knife on the street.
I know that it was you!
Lady, I'm just a cab driver.
Admit it! It was you!
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Maybe you will remember this?
Hey, lady. Put that knife down. I'll give you anything you want.
How about your life?
But after I'd written it, she edited it, we did it, I put it together, and I was listening to it, I don't know, a few weeks ago, just driving home, and I actually started crying at the end because I was feeling empathy for the character that she was playing. She just did it so well. Because not to give the ending away if you haven't heard it yet.
Don't give the ending away. Make them listen.
Yeah, you have to listen to the ending. But it really, even though I wrote it, her performance is what kind of got me to that level. And then, of course, it happened to you when you did It Will Drive You Crazy. And Dave.
Oh, yes. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, set me up, Ray.
Hey, Miss Greenberg. Haven't seen you in here for a few weeks. Working on another blockbuster?
I suppose you could call it that. I actually took your advice and I wrote a script.
Hey, that's great. Any chance of letting me read it?
Actually, I was kind of hoping that you would. I need an outsider's opinion before I show it to anyone else.
So you're asking for my honest opinion?
I would not expect any lies from you.
Miss Greenberg, I consider you a friend. I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings if
it's not any good. When you're a producer, you don't have any good to bruise. Don't worry, Ray. No matter what you think of it, you'll still be my friend. Hello?
Emma!
Ray, what time is it?
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore.
Ray? It's 3 a.m. What's wrong?
I just wanted to warn you. Don't come down to the bar.
It's 3 a.m. I have no intention of...
Blood. It's everywhere. So much blood.
Ray, are you okay?
I read your script. It really got to me. It made me do things. Horrible things. I used an axe. I can't believe all the blood.
Okay.
Ray.
Well,
Yes,
Ray.
the character Ray.
His name was Dave, but yes, I love
Okay.
him. He's my friend.
He's your friend. What episode would you say is the one that, if you're gonna, because you were like, should we really go back to Harvest? Well, I'm always one that always likes to start at number one. But for you, what would be the one that you would say, if you really want to see what we're all about, start with this episode? And I want you both to give me an answer on this.
They're so different. They're so different.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
we love them all.
there's like horror in some, and then there's like mystery and thriller and vampires and werewolves, and there's like different pieces and parts and witches and craziness.
I think if you wanted to, just randomly start one to basically hear a good technical and a good performance, it would have to be The Woods.
The Wonderful Woods. That's what I was thinking.
Which was, I think, second season.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know the number.
Oh, aren't the trees lovely this time of year, Elliot?
I only came out here because I thought I might be able to talk some sense into you.
The breeze, like a lover's kiss.
It is simply a matter of a signature. All you have to do is sign the divorce papers.
But isn't it just lovely to take a walk through the woods?
I must admit, you are still good at doing that.
What am I good at?
Stalling.
Is that what I'm good at, Elliot?
Every time that we needed to discuss something important, you found such great ways to divert the subject.
Oh, look! A butterfly!
Just sign the damn papers!
Did you ever love me? Even for one precious moment?
Just sign the papers, please.
Not even for one solitary moment?
Not even for one moment.
You never loved me? You never loved me? But you will always be with me.
Yeah, I think it was, no, it wasn't the second season.
Second season,
Yes, it
episode
was.
3.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was the second season because we did that one to get a little personal. We both caught the virus. Her a little more than me, and
Yeah, I was hospitalized. It was crap, man.
it was it was horrible. And she came off that. We did The Wonderful Woods while she was still on oxygen.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a rough one, but I loved it. It was so much fun, and I couldn't not. Like, what am I gonna do? Just lay in bed all day, being like, "Oh, I'm sick." Ooh. No, gotta get shit done.
She's a trooper.
She's
a trooper.
How
But
could be?
I think we would both agree the Wonderful Woods would be the one to actually start with.
Yeah.
Just
Because
to
it's
see.
a simplistic story.
And I will say this to anyone who's listening to this right now or watching this: listen to all of them. Honestly, I've been going through them and they have been fantastic. I know one just released today. And I literally saw it was literally got dropped while we started recording this. So I'm like, I'm missing a new episode already. So I have to, I need to stop the conversation and listen to it. But
there has to be some kind of a connection.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe we're dealing with an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychopath?
You better hope not, Ferraro.
He's bound to slip up sometime, and when he does, I'll be there to catch him.
I wouldn't count on it.
Sydney Chase was a character I actually wrote for her. It's a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing without the deductive reasoning or anything. Plays a private detective. I play her friend, the doctor.
I have deductive reasoning.
Yeah, I know you do. It was just, we just had so much fun doing it.
Yes, it's fantastic. I love the Sidney Chase ones and the haunting ones because he plays Fred. He plays the little ghost that bless his heart. That's what we say in the South. Bless his heart. Yeah, I'm here.
Get out of here, Fred.
I'm telling you, I'm the one that is supposed to be here, not you.
Now, just a minute. This is my home. Do you understand? My wife and I just signed the mortgage yesterday, and as you can see, we have a lot of unpacking to do.
I don't know what to tell you. I was assigned this address, and once I'm here, well, I can't leave.
What kind of a nut are you?
A tough one to crack. Oh, I'm sorry. But there is no choice in this matter. The head office had given me orders. I am now the resident ghost.
Be going to, because I'm looking at some of your numbers for some of your episodes, and they are freaking fantastic. I'm jealous of what you get, and I'm like send something my way. Like, can I come on the show just to promote myself for 5 minutes?
Sure.
Like, you can kill me off, you can have me abducted by aliens, do whatever you need to.
Hi, I'm Chris Brown. I have a
Exactly. I'm Chris Brown, not the rapper. I did not beat up Rihanna. It's okay. And then we can go from there. Yes, I know. You said that joke probably when you heard who was.
I said, do you know how I know that his real name is Chris Brown? Because nobody would stick to that name if it was a fake name. I'm sorry. I love your name.
Oh, I ran for politics once, and everyone compared me to that Chris Brown. Oh, do you beat up women? I'm like, oh God. So,
oh man.
When he first mentioned it, I was like, isn't that the guy that gave Rihanna a black eye or something? And he's like, no, it's not that one.
No.
As you can tell, I'm white. So, but.
Hey guys, this is Crimson.
And this is Swan. And we'd love to know what you think of the stories.
Even if it's bad.
So leave us a comment.
Or give us a thumbs up.
Thank you.
It lies in wait amidst your dreams, where nothing is ever how it seems. It is a portal to a terrifying world beyond the doorway to nightmare.
This is a warm welcome
And hurrah from Crimson
and Swan. And we would like to thank
to the highest of heavens
everyone who has ever been involved as a voice for our channel.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, while our channel may not be for everyone,
we hope that everyone enjoys. And a ginormous thanks to Chris Brown for enduring us on his channel.
And yes, Chris, we can always use another voice actor
to kill off in one of our stories.
You are more than welcome here.
Thank you.